Do you know what this is? If you recognize this thing and you know what it is, it says Vortex on it, and it has a little hook here and two little prongs there. And if you recognize this, you probably don't need to watch this video. If you don't know what it is and you sharpen shears, just keep watching. So this is, let me move this other shear out of the way here and clear some space here. This is the dreaded Vortex Shear. This is an old model. The new ones don't look like this. They changed the screw, fortunately. And it's a crazy, crazy screw. You see this side? It's an Allen wrench, uses a hex tool. The other side is like a UFO. You see, this one's super loose. It was sent to me by a sharpener, had no clue how to take it apart or put it back together. Originally, this shear came with this little crazy tool and a L-shaped Allen wrench. And most of the hairstylists had no clue what these were for. They had a really fancy little box, and they immediately lost these. Before the UFO screws were a thing, before I had seen them on any other shears, this was the first one that had what we call a UFO. And when I say UFO, I mean the ones that you have to use these kind of little tools on it. So if you turn this, that just flips that around and around. If you're turning that side, it's just going to flip this. This, and I don't even know what you would call it, this little arm was designed to go, this is the most, I don't use bad language, but this one, if I was going to use bad language, I'd use it for this particular type of screw. But this one goes in those two holes, and then that is supposed to hook on here, but I never can press down hard enough. I can't get it to press down. Maybe I can do it this way. No, I can't get it on there. But anyway, so this was to go here, hook onto that shank of the handle, and then with that holding that still, you could go in with the Allen wrench and take it apart, or tighten it, or loosen it, or whatever. Most of the time when I got them, because they didn't have any clue how to loosen them or tighten them or whatever, they would be floppy like this. The other thing, because these are so old and they've fallen on the floor and they've been sharpened so many times, they're usually, sometimes they're out of alignment. And I have found through really bad experience that you don't bend these, they'll break. Yeah, this might be a walk-away shear. But I will show you how to take it apart and put it back together. I can't walk away because a sharpener sent these to me. Stylists love it. It's a really comfortable handle. It's really pointy. It's lightweight. It has this little silicone ride here, so they were nice and smooth. And they were super popular. I don't remember what they sold for. But let me show you my workaround. This is our little Sofu tool. My granddaughter, Susanna, designed this, and then one of our sharpeners, Roy Dearman, assembles these. And I think that's a great little tool. And it works well for this. So I'm holding this against my chest. And I'm holding it here. With it closed. See how I've got it? And holding that tight, then I can take this apart. Now, the question is, do you really want to take this apart and work the ride line? This is hard enough to do with good, healthy fingers, but if you've got arthritic fingers like mine, this is not necessarily fun. Now, I need to hold this over the table. We're going to move over to the table now, because that screw will fall out onto the table. And you see, I bet you there's no washers in here. Now notice which side goes back in. This goes on the side that says Centrex. The hex goes on the side that says Vortex. And there's probably no washers or worn out washers here. See, no washer. No washer. No washer in the hole. None here. They're probably worn out. This has got some age on it. So I'm going to come back and sharpen these, find some washers, and then reassemble them. The other way you could have taken them apart is to get put them in your vise or something and hold this upright and have this go into the hex, and then no, little tools are helpful. This one's supposed to have a flashlight on the end, I thought. Yes, it does. See, lights up. It's a magnet. Let's find it. Yay, there it is. Don't have a shop without something like this. Amazon, I think. I guess I ought to do an Amazon link for this kind of stuff. So, when I come back in tomorrow, I'll look for some washers. I will put this in the box so I don't lose my pieces, and I will sharpen them for you tomorrow. But for right now, it's Wednesday night, and it is 4:35, and I have church on Wednesday nights, so I'm heading out, and I will see you tomorrow. Be another second if you're on the video, but for me it'll be tomorrow. So I'll be wearing something different. Maybe my hair will look better. Let's hope. Turning on the lights in here. It's the next morning at 7 a.m. What a difference a day brings. If you're new to my channel, I have a lot of videos, and you're wondering, why doesn't she just get to sharpening those shears? That's what I'm here for. Those of you that watched a lot of my videos, you've never seen me come in here with shorts or my hair wet. Went home and the air conditioning was out. Got someone coming in today, but the heat showed over 100 degrees. I know people that aren't from Atlanta, they call this hot Atlanta. It's usually not that hot here. And we always get it, when it's that hot, we get rain. And we did get rain yesterday. But, wait a minute. What you doing, Bo? Come back here. Come here. Come on. Come on, Bo. Yeah, I've got Bo here with me today. Come here, Bo. What are you fussing about? What you fussing about? Yeah, Bo. Bo, what is it? What is it? Did you see a squirrel out there? You gotta be good. I'm shooting a video. Yeah, I had to bring Bo because it's so hot in the house. He's just panting. There's puddles of drool all over the house. We live in an old country. People think we're in Atlanta if you haven't come here to train, but we are in the suburbs or more country part of Atlanta or Georgia. And we live in a little old country farmhouse. View out my window is of a goat farm. And now I'm here at the office in shorts. You won't see that. First time ever I think I've worn shorts to the office. I know it's the first time shooting a video. I think a lot of people think I don't have legs. So let me sharpen these shears so I can send them back to him. These came from a sharpener, and I know he likes to see the videos. So let's get started on them. Should be just simple, straightforward sharpening, although I see a lot of arrows on here. So come in close with me here. Alright, so these have been beveled, gouged out, wide ride line, narrow ride line. When you've been sharpening, taking off that much metal, that makes the blade out of alignment. But from experience, I know I can't bend that blade. It will pop. This one is worse than this blade, but neither one of them are great. But they tend to like them pointy, so I don't want to round it off. That's why a lot of people prefer this shear even over the years. So let's sharpen it and see how it goes. See, there's No rod line here, no rod line there. I'll show you how I work around that. I pull my edge marker. These are new. I like these better than the regular Sharpies because it does mark it well, really clear where you can see, but it wipes off quicker and faster than a regular Sharpie. This is a, I don't know, it's a 2000 grit Waterstone. It's not my usual Waterstone. We were at a salon yesterday. A lot of my stuff, see, I've started at the tip, at the corner. Move this down so you can see. I'm starting at the corner because I know I've got to work this area here. Might have to go get something a little bit coarser than this stone to get this rod line. Yeah, I got a little wimpy one here, right there. I don't know if you can see that. I get a little bit more. You got to have that rod going down or the two edges are going to cut into each other. It's going to feel rough. Sorry for my hoarse voice. When you've been sleeping with the windows open, AC off, I got in here as early as I possibly could. As soon as I woke up, took my cold shower to cool off and got here. My eyes aren't totally focusing yet. I don't see a rod line there. And I press pretty hard here. I'm going to do a little bit more. That's still wimpy looking. This might be one to do the chamfering. Be a good candidate for that one. If we can't get it to cut, I might go and do that chamfering. I've got a video on that. I'll try to remember to put a link on here or a link below for that chamfering video, what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is removing this area so that this comes down. I really don't want to go through this much work on it, to tell you the truth. But this has been done. I'm doing this for another sharpener, so next time he sharpens, he may need to do that chamfering. So now I'm going to sharpen these, and this is actually not my machine. I've been training Sarah this week. You might have seen her on another video. And her machine is set up here, and I'm just going to go ahead and use it. We've had some trouble getting in motors. Now this is set at 35. I'm going to move it up to 40. This shear was probably 45 degrees or maybe even 50. Probably 45 when it was brand new. It's got so much age on it. You want to bring it down blunter. You're not going to be able to get it like new. You just want to get it where it cuts. That's about it. So I want to try to reconvex it. I've got a Warren 800. Let me turn this on. Got my speed. I'm going to turn it up a little bit and then turn it right. Am I anywhere near the edge? Oh yeah. Got a bird coming up. So there's my burr. And these Vortex shears, they have, I mean, there's some shears like a Hikari has more of a rounded convex to it. Some of them have a little bit more of a flat. It's still convex, but the slope, sort of like an ocean wave. Sometimes it's very rounded, and sometimes it's just a little bit of a roundedness. I don't know. Like I said, my brain's not working real well to describe it, but it's almost flat, just a slight curve down, almost like a sword edge. And that's the way this one is. I'm doing a little hesitation up and then bringing it down so I can get it a little bit more convexy looking. Oh, it's not going to be my prettiest sharpening, but these are so old. I don't know what year they quit selling them, but I'm thinking it was the early 90s. Alright, so this is Sarah's polishing pad. I don't think she'll mind me using her stuff. It's one of those mornings, but I've sharpened it and polished it, and now I'm ready to reassemble it. It's not there yet. Slipped on me. You need 3 hands. Okay, I'm holding this like here. I don't know why that finger's got to point out there, but it does. As tight as I can get it. Still not tight enough. Alright. I've wasted enough time on this thing. His letter to me is, I do not have a tool to get the tension screw out. Please fix it. If you can sell a tool, let me know. Well, this is the tool, but it's not working. I can't get it tight. Can't get it apart again now. I've stripped it. Or something that's not turning. I'm going to work on it a little bit more, but I think I'm about giving up on it. So when Jay comes in, I'm going to see if he can do anything with it. And I might have a little bit of ending to this video, but if you don't see me again, it means I've just sent them back and said, I'm sorry. If they put side pressure, it'll work, but they are loose. They're just way too loose. And I can't figure out how to tighten them. Maybe Jay can when he comes in. I'll let him see what he can do, but this may be a fail.